Yo, let me show you what my camera bag essentials are for 2024. Let's get it. What up, y'all? It's Tyson Terry Warford. I'm back for another video. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Remember to be thankful for your freaking life today because you ain't have to have that. Let's get on with the meat and potatoes. This stuff on the table is what I take with me every single creative trip. It don't matter if I'm gearing up for a YouTube video or a professional project. And I always obviously take more than this. These are my bare bones essential that I have to have in my camera bag at all times. And by the way, there will be links in the description for everything we talk about on this table. Also, special thanks to PGY Tech for sponsoring today's video. I will show y'all what this bad boy right here is all about because it's fire. Let's start with this tabletop tripod right here on the left. This is actually made by Neewer. I've had this for like 3 years. I've used it, abused it, and I just love this little miniature tripod. Now I have a few tripods, but this is the one that I take every single time because of how small it is. Now it's got 3 legs obviously, and the legs extend, so it turns into like a maybe like a 3-foot tripod, probably a little taller than that. Now the other thing I really like about this is if we take a look at the ball head, there's a U cut out right here so that you can flip the camera freaking sideways and film vertically. So I love this little mini table tripod. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is Peter Lindgren's Tri-Charge. This right here, y'all, is a freaking must-have. Now, this one is a Sony model, but Peter does offer Canon, Nikon with Fuji coming soon. And let me show you what's so dope about this. So I got 3 batteries in here, and these are knockoffs. Okay, I'm not condoning that you use knockoff batteries, but I'm gonna do what I do, okay? And basically what you do is you click all of them into place, and it charges all of them at the same time. There's a button on the side to indicate how much battery each one has. You see these little LEDs on the bottom, and it fast charges USB-C if you have a charger that can put out enough power, okay? The other thing that's really dope about this is you see this out port right here for USB-C. You can take the battery power from these 3 batteries right here and charge another device in case you forgot a charger or something like that. But it gets better. If we take a look at the top, it's got 3 SD card slots, 2 micro SD card slots, and 3 CF Express Type A slots. Shout out to Peter Lindgren. I use this thing all the freaking time. Now, the next thing I want to show y'all is PGY Tech's Create Mate case. And by the way, shout out to them for sponsoring today's video, which I already said in the intro. Let me show you this real quick. Oh my. Take a look at all of that, but I'm gonna get to that in 1 second. Okay, first of all, this is basically a card reader case that has a whole bunch of extra functionality, okay? The case is IP54 rated, so it's good against dirt and also splashes. Also, it's USB-C 3.2, so it can support up to 1,000 megabytes per second transfer speed, obviously depending on the media. But let me go ahead and open this up for you because there's a whole lot going on inside of here. So as you see, there is 1, 2, 3 regular size SD card slots. They even give you a micro SD to regular size SD adapter that can get you some real fast speeds. On the other side, there are 4 micro SD card slots, 2 nano SIM card slots as you see right here. And if we flip this over, there are 3 slots for CF Express Type A cards. Now they do make a Type B option also, but I got the Type A option. But also there's a USB-C cord on here. So if I pull this out right here and unravel it, I can plug this up directly to a computer or a phone. There's no software needed or anything like that, and I can transfer everything straight from here. Now on the side, this is where the transfer happens. So there's a CF Express Type A slot and an SD card slot, and there's a tool right here that you would use to like eject SIM cards, and you can use the side of it to tighten down like an Arca Swiss plate. So super dope. And then when you're done, you just go ahead and wrap the USB-C cord back around and you close it back up. This thing is so fire. I will leave a link to this in the description. Again, shout out to PGY Tech for sponsoring today's video. The next thing that I always bring are Condor Blue sensor caps. I take these everywhere because they are made out of metal. Okay, I don't like those plastic ones. Plus, they just freaking look dope. They make these for all of the different brands. So, like, this is a Sony E-mount. You go on their website, they have them for a bunch of different brands, but I take these all the time. The next thing I want to show you is a little blower that I have on here. And this doubles as a rocket blower to like clean out a sensor, especially if you out. Getting dust on your sensor is the worst, so you can use this to just, you know, get the dust out of there. But there's a cap on here where you can use it and use a brush at the same time if you need to get some dirt or dust off of it. This is made by Bauer. I'll put a link to it in the description. It was real cheap, like $5, but I take this thing freaking everywhere. Now, before we move on, I checked the YouTube analytics and I noticed that a whole lot of y'all are coming back watching my videos, but you're not subscribing. What is it? You don't like me or something? Can we go ahead and change that? Subscribe, turn on notification bell. Let's go ahead and move on. The next thing I want to show you is also from Condor Blue, and this is their multi-function tool. Now this comes in silver and also black. This thing is so dope. I can't tell you how many times I've been stopped in the airport though because they thought it was a knife, but it's not. Anyways, let me show you this. Okay, so on one side you can see I have no excuses on here. Okay, I got this done at Sony Camera Camp, but if I flip this open, I have all of these different bits. Let me take out the Phillips bit, right? I can flip this over on the side. There's a place to put the bit into. Now it's a screwdriver. Okay, it has one on this side. Also, it has one on this side also, but it gets better. Right here, you see a magnetic strip that you can use to attach bits, screws, and all that other stuff. Let me go ahead and put this back in here. On the opposite side, let me flip this over. There are more bits on the top. So you pull these out. These are extended ones. So like there's a flathead in there. There's a Phillips in there and whatever that is called, because I don't know what that's called. And it clips onto, you know, belts and book bags and all that other good stuff. This thing is so freaking clutch. I cannot tell you how many times this has come into use, especially if you always rigging up camera rigs and taking them down, or you just need something that has general size bits in it. This thing is so freaking fire. All right, I'm trying to get through this fast. The next thing I got is an Aputure MC. Now this thing is an RGB and bicolor LED panel. It's super small. It charges via USB-C. I actually got this part of a kit where 4 of them come in there, but I don't take the whole kit anyways. It's got a 1/4-20 mount on the bottom. It's magnetic, so you can stick it to stuff like refrigerators or other metal objects. And this thing is so freaking bright, and it's got so many colors that you could choose from. I take this every single place because you never know when you're gonna need an extra light somewhere. These are so dope because you could just stick these on a refrigerator if you're in a hotel room, you need to film yourself, or whatever the case may be. These are so freaking clutch. And the last thing that I take everywhere, especially on airplanes, is this little Anker. I think this is the 735. Yeah, this is a GaN charger, so a gallium nitride charger. And it's got 2 USB-C ports on it and also a USB-A port on it. And I have a bigger one that's 100 watts, but I prefer this one because it's smaller, and I just use this to plug up like cell phones, watches, and all that other good stuff. Now, gallium nitride chargers have circuitry in them to prevent like overcharging, and they can adjust the voltage depending on the device you plug up. But I take this everywhere because I always need to freaking charge stuff, whether it's camera batteries, whether it's drone batteries, whether it's my watches, my phones, all of that stuff. 65 watts is more than enough for most things. Okay, so this is my loadout, man. This is what I take everywhere, every travel trip, every time I go out to create. These are my essentials. They gotta come in the camera bag every time. Like I said, there will be links in the description for everything. I hope this video was fun for you. It was enjoyable for you. I hope some of this stuff was useful for you. There will be links in the description. Until next time, I'm out of here. Tight shirt, Terry Warfield. Piece of chicken grease. I'm out. Peace.